How come it's easy to prioritize being sick, but it's not easy to prioritize being healthy? Hey, it's Heather Chauvin, wife, mother of 3 boys, former social worker, breadwinner, recovering hustler, and stage 4 cancer survivor. I'm not a fan of that term, by the way. Beyond all of these titles and labels, I'm a human being, just like you, attempting to navigate it all while feeling good. My goal on this podcast is to show you that you can live an energized, sustainable life both at home and in your work. It doesn't matter if you stay at home full-time, if you work from home, you're a CEO, a successful business owner, or trying to find some inspiration. On this show, I attempt to keep it real with stories, interviews, and random thoughts. This is not a business or career podcast, and it's not a parenting podcast. It's both and so much more. You will laugh. You may even cry, and you may even get a little frustrated with the truth you've been hiding from yourself. I believe all human behavior is a language, whether it's through your child's behavior, your health, or a relationship. And when we learn to listen instead of react, we begin to understand what it truly means to feel alive and in control. It's time to put your big girl pants on and find your brave. Let's go. Okay, I'm back, and today I want to talk about a topic that I've been thinking about. I was being interviewed for a Forbes article, and we were talking about how to avoid burnout in 2020. And a lot of avoiding burnout is creating space for yourself. But a lot of the clients that I work with find it very challenging to do so, and I can completely understand because I used to be one of those people. And it's just like anyone who has, quote unquote, mastered something when they've just made it their life mission to embody, a concept. So you'll see fitness people who work out all the time, and you'll see nutrition people, hopefully if they're practicing what they preach, eating healthy, and you will see people who preach meditating all the time. And then, of course, when you find your passion in something, it typically starts with a need or a pain point that you have personally had. And it's been interesting because when I started my own journey, getting off the couch was difficult. And when I say getting off the couch was difficult, I truly mean that. I remember laying on the couch, looking at my husband saying, I know what I need to do, but I don't have the energy to literally get off of this couch. And I would say it again and again and again, and I would chronically disappoint myself. So I know what resistance feels like when you're trying to create micro habits in your life to change, because that's all change is a manifestation of action steps. It's the accumulation, it's the accumulation of action steps. And we are manifesting on a daily basis what we want or what we don't want based on our thoughts and based on our actions. So if you keep telling yourself, I don't have time, and you don't prioritize something, you will therefore never have time for it. And not only that, you're going to deplete yourself so bad that you're going to get sick. So this used to be my cycle. I would burn myself out. I would hustle to the ridiculousness, like squeezing every last drop out of myself, going, there's still 2 more hours in a day. I could send 5 more emails. I could do this. I could do that. I could scrub, that floor. I could wipe those baseboards. I could sleep some more. I don't know. Whatever my drug of choice was to avoid doing the work that I needed to do to feel the way that I wanted to feel. What I noticed was I didn't have time to be healthy. But when I got sick, I had time to be sick, right? I had to surrender. I literally had to clear my calendar and go, I'm sorry, guys. I can't do these calls today. I can't do this, I can't do that. And I had to create space for myself because my body was forcing me to. My body forced me to slow down. And when I say slow down, I don't literally mean do nothing. My body would say, Heather, I need your energy and attention. The way that you are treating me is not sustainable. I cannot continue like this. So if you continue to treat me like shit and neglect me, I'm going to start showing you how I feel from the inside out. So what would happen? I would get sick. And I was going in these cycles of, I'm not going to talk about like post-chemo or anything like that because that was completely different when my immune system was all fucked up, and it still is, and I'm repairing it slowly, like sloth pace, slowly. But my point is, I was sick or my energy was there, I get a migraine or something would go on, and it was because I was go, crash, go, crash. And so then I would lose time and space. And so it would be this race, like the tortoise and the hare, right? Where I would act like a hare, I would act like a rabbit, and I would go. Oh, crap, now I need to break. Now I have a migraine. Now I'm tired. I'm going to take a break. And then I would sleep, and my body needed restoration, that it would sometimes give me a cold, and that cold would last a week or 2 weeks or a month, or it would never go away. And then I just had to move at a slower pace. But now I've really adopted the mindset, and of course this is with trial and error and blood, sweat, and tears, that, the turtle is going to win the race every time, and it's about sustainability. What if I told you there was a no bullshit way to feel good while going after the life that you want? And I'm not talking about some templated how to live your best life. I'm talking about you knowing exactly what you want and also having the courage to go after it. In my experience working with women in the last decade and also doing the deep soul searching myself, not only have I found kind of the tools and strategies, but I had the experience to know how people are getting in their way from feeling alive. We all want freedom. It's part of the human experience to want freedom. But we get stuck in our head and ego and expectations of others and not understanding how to manage our fear and the guilt that comes up. So if you are ready to rock 2020, no more excuses. No more letting other people's expectations of you hold you back. You are ready to jump all in, blindfolded, feet first, then come to alive. And the reason why I'm letting you know this is because when you purchase your ticket before December 24th, so you literally only have a few more days to get the additional bonus, I'm gifting you a $1,500 bonus. We're going to spend 2 hours together online, so it doesn't matter where you are, this is virtual. I don't offer this to anybody outside of my coaching programs. Not only am I going to teach you my energetic time management strategy, we are going to do some hot seat coaching and get you ready for 2020. So if you're wondering, well, how do I create the space? I'm literally going to show you how. This isn't a program or conference for how to start a business. This is how to lead the life that you feel called to lead. When you say yes to that calling, that ache inside of you, that is when magical shit starts to happen. So head on over to heatherchauvin.com/alive and buy your ticket today. I look forward to hugging you in person in Detroit on February 6th. See you there. So listening to my body, listening to my intuition, listening to my mind and going, what do you need? What do you need? And then giving myself that before I burn out. Let me repeat that. Asking myself, what do I need? And giving myself that before I am forced to do so. So when you think about it, and this is what I want you to walk away with today. when you actually think about it, you have time to be sick. You literally have time to be sick. You are forced to have time. You are forced to create space when you get sick. Right? So what if you surrendered and did the exact same thing, except force yourself to be healthy? What would happen? If I had to, and somebody came knocking on my door tomorrow and they were like, Heather, if you don't go to the gym every day or 3 times a week at 5:30 a.m., or if you don't eat clean for the rest of the year, I'm going to take your dogs away from you. Okay, I didn't want it to sound like horrible. I didn't want to say something about my kids and jinx myself or do something horrible. Now I'm like trying to find some wood to knock on. 1 second, I found a piece of wood. I'm going to knock on it. Okay, there we go. So my point is, if somebody came to my door and they were like, lady, if you don't get your shit together and eat clean throughout the holidays, I'm taking your dogs away, because my dogs mean a lot to me. I would do it. I would 100% do it. So it's not that we don't have the time or we don't have the energy. Okay, sometimes I laugh at myself. I can't believe the shit that comes out of my mouth. Not that we don't have the time, the energy, or the money. It's that we find it when it becomes a priority. And too often women come to me when they're at their wits' ends and say, I need you. I need you. I'm at my wits' ends. I'm in like chronic pain, whether it's mental pain, physical pain, emotional pain, or fuck, I have waited way too long. My life is not sustainable. I can see what's going to happen in the future if shit doesn't need to change. Things do not need to get that bad in order for you to want change. The reason why we allowed this cycle to continue is because we don't think we're worthy of feeling good. I'm going to repeat that again. The reason why you allow this cycle to continue is because you don't think you're worthy of feeling good. You don't think you're worthy of having money in your bank account. You don't think you're worthy of love. But what if you did? What if you challenged that belief and you looked at yourself in the mirror every day and you said, you know what? I'm going to treat myself today the way that I want other people to treat me. I'm going to love myself today. And if I don't know what that looks like, I'm going to put clothes on that make me feel good. And if I don't have any clothes that make me feel good, I'm going to go buy me some underwear. I'm going to go buy me a bra that makes me feel good. I am going to go buy a shirt. Heck, I'm going to do something for myself that makes me feel good. I used to have to stand there and painfully force myself. I have wildly thick hair. Painfully force myself to blow dry my hair or to just brush my hair because I didn't think I was worthy of looking good and feeling good. And I would dim my light. I would make myself small to make other people comfortable. And guys, this goes, or ladies, not guys, ladies and gentlemen, whoever is listening, this goes back to our childhood. And not even our childhood. This goes back to our parents' childhood and our caregivers when they're dumping their shit on us. And just know that what has been done to you was not your fault, but it is your responsibility to heal. So, I want you to think about it. Why is it that we have time to be sick, but we don't have time to be healthy? And are you willing to challenge that belief and to surrender and create the space for yourself that you need? It is magical what happens not only to you, but to everybody else around you when you begin to take a stand for how you want to feel. According to a study published on Fast Company, conducted at the University of Kansas, women are burning out at an alarming rate, even before having children. And that number rises with the additional responsibility of raising a family. And the gap between ambition and putting themselves in a position for promotion isn't going anywhere. Why, you ask? The world needs more empowered mothers, women who are willing to unlearn everything that they've been taught, women who are courageous enough to feel good and not feel guilty for it. I am living proof that you can feel alive, energized, peaceful, and put yourself on your own damn to-do list and make an even bigger impact in your children's lives and those around you. I want to show you how to think, how to act, how to behave, so you can step into that version of you that has been screaming for your attention. And the best part is, all you have to do is take the next step and invest 2 minutes of your time and book a complimentary call with someone on my team to see if my community and coaching is the right fit for your big vision. The relationships you desire, the money, time, and energy that you know deep down you are capable of creating. So head on over to heatherchauvin.com/let's talk. That's Heather Chauvin, CHAUVIN.com/let's talk. LETSTALK. And take the next step in the right direction. You are here because you were born to make a difference. Taking a stand for how you feel means you are taking a stand for how your children show up as adults. You've got this. Let's go.